Hi, I'm Tracy from Vision Dynamics, and I'm excited today to go through with you how to use your new Compact 5 HD. And I just want to get started with the box that it comes in so you're familiar with what needs to be in your box and that you have everything that it includes. And needless to say, you want to have the actual unit, the Compact 5 HD. You're also going to find in your box a case to carry it in. This is great for protection. There's also a loop on the back of the case so you can put a belt through it. So if you're going to be using it often throughout the day, or you're in a grocery store and you're taking it in and out a lot, you can secure it right to your belt loop. We also have a cleaning cloth for the screen surface. It's important to use that to keep it free of dust and keep it clear. You don't want to spray anything on the screen of your Compact 5 HD. You're going to have your manual. It's daunting. It's quite thick, however, it's in several languages. So the language that you need, it's not nearly as involved as this entire manual. So you can find the section you need. Your warranty card is here as well. In the white box that your power plug, your rechargeable power plug comes in, is also some additional attachments. So if you're traveling, particularly in Europe, and you need another adapter, that's provided there. And last but not least, we've got the wrist connection. And I'm going to put that on here now and show you. That's going to be helpful to us when we're ready to start opening up. There's already added on a little clip, and you're just going to slide into it and hear it click and secure that wristlet. And then we also have your power cord. The power cord's going to plug directly into the wall, and then the other end, the smaller end, is going to come in, and on the left-hand side of your 5 HD, above the on-off button, is a hole. There's only one there that it's going to slide into. And that's for recharging. Your initial charge is probably going to be a good 6 hours. Your recharging is usually 3 to 6 hours, and then your battery's going to run 3 hours once you've charged it of continuous use. What a lot of our customers do is just each evening they're going to plug it in and keep it plugged in overnight. You don't have to worry about overcharging it. A light will turn on when you plug it in, and you know it's fully charged when that light is off. So you just might want to get into the routine of plugging it in on the same time every day and leaving it charged. You can use it while it's charging. That's a great way too when you get started and you want to be maybe reading the directions with it or something like that. It can be charging and you can be using it at the same time. We're going to start off by, once we've attached the wrist strap, I'm going to put the wrist strap around my wrist for a couple reasons. When we talk later on about capturing an image and you're holding it up, maybe a price tag or something, it's good to have it, because I know myself, I've let go of it before and you don't want it crashing to the floor. The wrist strap will keep that from happening. And then the other thing is that also, as you're learning how to open it up, it's nice to have the wrist strap attached to your wrist so that it just doesn't fly off anywhere. So when you take your Compact 5 HD out of the box, you're going to lay it flat on a table. You're going to put your middle finger and your pointer finger in the back of the Compact 5 HD. The middle finger in the bottom half black section and the pointer finger at the top. And then your thumb is going to be at the front of your Compact 5 HD, right where you can feel, just like in the back, that ridged black area. And what you're going to do is you're going to use your pointer finger and your thumb and lift the top up while you keep pressed down with your middle finger the base. It is going to take a couple of tries and some practice. I'll demonstrate it again. The thumb is on the front, your pointer and middle finger are on the back of the Compact 5 HD, and at the back there, it's going to be, your pointers are right at the top of the unit, the middle finger is at the bottom where you feel that ridged area there. And then I'm going to, with my thumb and my pointer finger, lift up the surface, keeping the base pressed down with my middle fingers. That's one way to turn on your Compact 5 HD. That's also another reason why I suggest keeping the wristlet on, because if you're really working to figure out how to lift that up, you don't want it shooting across your table. The other way to turn on your Compact 5 HD is just on the left, on the bottom part of your Compact 5 HD on the left-hand side, the bottom part of the frame, is an on-off button. Hold that in for a few seconds, and that's also another way to turn on your Compact 5 HD. So you can lift up the panel or keep it flat. And then to turn it off, you're going to hold in that button again, and it's going to shut it off. Or, with it lifted, it takes a few seconds to turn on. As you're moving it along, when you're done, I've got it set in the menu section to shut off as I close it. And you can change that in your menu section, which we'll talk about a little later. You can change that to stay on, because you may want to be able to keep it on and lift it up for distance. So you may not want it shutting off as you lower the top panel. But that's a choice that you can make and set that up in your menu. So I'm going to lift it. We're going to turn it on. And again, I could have turned it on also by the on-off button on the left-hand side. And on the left-hand side of the panel, there's a button you can press. That's your mode button. This is on the left-hand side of the screen. That's going to toggle you and change you through your color combinations. Also in the menu, you can change and add different color combinations if you'd like. I'm going to keep it in the bright black on white image. And on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a plus and minus button that will increase the magnification to 18x, or you can bring it down to 1.5. And it's a nice smooth transition with that increase and decrease of magnification with the high definition camera in this unit. It's nice and smooth, and you can just increase it to whatever level you need. Again, up to 18 times, and then back down to 1.5. So mode button on the left, plus and minus on the right-hand side, and at the top is going to be another button that'll give us the ability to capture an image, a price tag, or something off in the distance, and we'll review that in just a bit. But that's the only other button you need to be concerned about on the top. And that's the quick review of the main function buttons on your Compact 5 HD. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can use it for distance. I'm going to put my wristband on again. And we're going to be using the screenshot button located at the top right-hand side of the Compact 5 HD. And for simplicity purposes, for my benefit, I'm going to call it the capture button from now on. So this is going to capture an image for you. You're going to be able to zoom in and see it better. I use this feature when I'm at the grocery store and I want to, take a picture of a price tag that I physically can't get close enough to. I can capture the image and then bring it closer to myself. So I'm going to turn on, using the on-off button on the left-hand side, my Compact 5 HD. And I've got just a sign over here, and I'm going to take a picture of it. So this could be, a sign, a price tag. I'm going to hold in my capture button for a couple of seconds. I hear that double click or that double beep. Those are the sound features. Again, if you don't want to hear those, it makes a beep when I turn it on. It makes a beep when I lift up the screen. You can shut those sound features off. But as you can see, I've captured the image. There's an image now frozen on my screen, and I can zoom in and make it bigger, large enough for me to see. And then I can also change the color contrast. I'm a little crooked, excuse my crooked picture. But I can change the color combination again, so if that makes it a little easier for me to view, I can still do that within the image. And again, I can make it smaller or bigger. And then when I'm done viewing the price or the information or the sign, you can use this for a ladies' room, men's room. If you're not sure what the sign says, you can take a quick picture of it and then zoom it right in. But as soon as you're done with that picture, press that capture mode again and it clears your screen, ready to take another picture. So that's the way that you can use your Compact 5 HD for distance. Now, you don't have to take a picture. You can just go ahead and view with it and use your plus and minus for increase of magnification to get closer. If you just want to view, you don't have to take the picture if you don't want to, and you can still change your color combination. If it makes it easier to see the sign, you can do that just by using it for distance. And you want to use it probably within anything, maybe 6 inches to 3 feet is about the maximum distance that your Compact 5 HD is going to be most helpful in. Now I'd like to show you how to get into the menu and make some changes. So to get into the menu, you're going to hold your plus and minus buttons down a few seconds together, simultaneously at the same time. And that's going to bring you always first to your information section in the menu. That's going to show you how much battery life you've got going. Now, I'm going to press the down or the minus button, and that's going to rotate us through our menu options. So, for example, the first one we're going to come upon, and I'll just use this one as an example, is the brightness. You can change the brightness level on the screen. Right now we've got it at its highest, but if I want to go in, and this is, I'll use this as an example, but this is how you'd go and use any of the menu options, is now you're going to press the mode button. That gets you into the menu to make changes. So if I want to change the brightness, this is my first selection. I'm going to hit the mode button. Now this is going to give me my options. I can bring it down to 4. I'm going to use the plus and minus arrows to toggle through my options. Now say I want to keep it at a very low level, or maybe I'll just go up to 3. If I want to select 3, I'm going to press the mode button again, and that's going to give me my selection. Now I've gone in, I've changed the brightness down to a 3 instead of up to a 5. And as soon as I make my selection, I'm back out of the menu. To get back in to move to another selection, I'm going to hold the plus and minus down again. Now I'm going to go back, I'm going to hit the minus arrow, go back to brightness. I like my screen nice and bright, so while we're here I'm just going to go back in. I'm going to hit the mode button because I want to go in and make a change in brightness, and I'm going to bring it back up to 5 to its very brightest, and I'm going to select that. Hold plus and minus again, because when I selected it, it kicked me out of the menu. I'm going to go back into the menu and just show you. Now I can hit plus, and that's just going to loop me around the other direction of the menu. But I'm going to go again with hitting minus. You've got brightness. Now you've got a variety of menu options, and you can change how you want the power to go on and go off, for how long you want it to stay on and stay off, if you want it in standby mode. We've also got an opportunity to change color combinations. Also, we talked about how you can shut the beeping off if you don't want your Compact Plus to make any noise at all. So easily you can get into your menu by just holding the plus and minus down for a few seconds. If you find an area in your menu you want to change, you're going to hit the mode button. That gets you into that area. And then your plus and minus will move you through yes or no, or degrees, or whatever it is, your color combinations. It'll list your color combinations on the right. You can go ahead and pick what you want, and then when you want to make your selection, you're going to hit that mode button. All right. One other thing, if I want to get out of the menu, I don't want to make any changes, I'm going to hit the plus and minus together, and that's kicked me out of the menu. Now, I just want to remind you of one other thing. If you're going ahead and you're reading nice and smooth, and all of a sudden maybe it's a magazine article, or there's a lot of glare on the page, you can shut the light off. There's a light on with your camera in the back, and you can just go ahead without having to go into the menu to shut the light off. You can do it just by holding the menu button down for a few seconds. And now that's shut the light off. And so again, if you were in an image or in a place where you were getting a lot of glare, maybe you were trying to take a picture of a very shiny price tag and it was reflecting back, you can shut the light off and that will cut through that glare. And to bring it back on, we're just going to hold that mode button down on the left-hand side, in for a few seconds, and now it's back on. So we've reviewed what's in your box, we've reviewed the buttons on the Compact Plus, we reviewed how to make distance images, capture them and bring them closer to your face. Then we've also gone through the menu, but you know, one of the best features I just want to point out on the Compact 5 HD is this stand, which when you place it on a book makes it very smooth to be able to maneuver around your print. I love the smoothness of your increase and decrease of magnification. So I hope you enjoy your Compact 5 HD. I hope this has answered any questions that you have about how to use it. You can always contact us at visiondynamics.com. Our number, or call us. Our number is 203-271-1944. We can also help you with any other low vision and blindness products you may need to help live a happy and independent life. Thanks for watching.